EA Sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Clay taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Clay. He takes this for 3 to the 29. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Clay, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw again is Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. There's Hall bringing in another one. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Up and good for Santoso. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And, you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Open man here is Conklin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes our score 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 44 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. On 3rd down, Clay. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bryce Behringer now. This is taken at about the 14. Pushing his way through. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And a rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. The 40-yard line. On first down, Clay. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 19 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, Clay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Williams. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Play action. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught. He'll take this to the other side. Out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw again. Douglas with a grab over the middle. That's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through. Your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a... This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught at the 1. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He'll return it from the 6. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drops. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three. Phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a New England trying to get to place on offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Jones. Throwing on third and long. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, look at the juke. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all that.
Well, This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Jets, their strong September